afternoon and welcome to the Nantucket Sports Connection and NCTV's presentation of Nantucket Whalers Athletics. We are coming to you live from the Bog. It's the Nantucket Community Ice Rink as we have once again entered the second season. It's the Sweet 16 of the MIAA State Tournament as your Nantucket Whalers boys varsity hockey team plays host to the Canalmen from Bourne High School. They took a quick trip across the pond. Thanks for joining us here in the NSC. I am Chris Morris alongside Sean Davis, who will be your game action. We've got Charles Douglas and Olivia, our Nantucket High School volunteer camera person up there in the perch, giving you a second camera look. Thanks very much once again for all the help throughout the entire season. Of course, Jackie V, our social media expert, making us look cool, and Charles Douglas, the brains of the op at NCTV Sports. Nantucket has earned a number 2 seed in the tournament, going 15-4-1 in the regular season, along the way claiming a Maritime Division Cape and Islands League title. They defeated St. John Paul 6-3 just a couple days ago right here at the Bog in the opening round of the tournament. Bourne earned a number 15 seed in the tournament and took care of business 6-3 in the opening round, or 4-2 in the opening round, defeating Abington over at the Gallo. And they earned a trip right here to face our Whalers. And before we get to our game preview, I do want to take a moment and thank our founding sponsor for Whalers Athletics on the NSC and NCTV, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation. They have made the students of Nantucket High School a priority of their philanthropic efforts on Nantucket, have continued that support through and have continued that mission through their support of our live broadcast right here on the NSC. The Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, proud supporters of Whalers Nation. And in addition to our premier and winter season sponsors, I do want to thank our tournament underwriters for today's game: Fairgrounds Restaurant, Marine Home Center, and Bartlett's Farm. The continued support of Whalers broadcast from our business community makes coverage of games like this possible. If you would like to make a charitable donation to NCTV, please reach out. Hit me up on email, call me, however you want to get a hold of me. Stop me in the as we're getting out of here. But my email is chris@rnctv.org. Always accepting donations to keep these broadcasts possible. Hopefully we can do maybe one more. We're going to try and sneak one in. We'll see if it happens. Otherwise, we will definitely be back with today's action coming right up here from the Bog. Thanks very much for tuning in. We've got Sweet 16 action coming right up. We'll be back on the NSC and NCTV.
The Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank its founding sponsor, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, whose mission is to promote the positive development and enrichment of Nantucket's children. For more information on the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, go to nantucketgolfclub.com. Support for the NSC provided in part by Myrick O'Connell, attorney at law, providing legal services for Massachusetts residents for over a century. Learn more at myrickoconnell.com.
This is how we like to do it.
Today's special presentation of the Nantucket Whalers MIAA State Tournament game is brought to you in part by Fairgrounds Restaurant and Pudley's Pub. Proud supporters of Whalers Athletics on the NSC and NCTV, open year-round, serving Nantucket for nearly 30 years. Fairgrounds Restaurant and Pudley's Pub, a Nantucket tradition.
This is how we like to do it.
Today's special presentation of the Nantucket Whalers MIAA State Tournament game is brought to you in part by Bartlett's Farm, your local source for farm-grown produce and specialty prepared foods. Bartlett's Farm is a huge Whalers Nation supporter, serving Nantucket for over 175 years. Bartlett's Farm, who's your farmer?
Thanks to Marine Home Center for supporting the Nantucket Sports Connection. Marine is celebrating its 80th anniversary and is your on-island source for products to build, decorate, and live. For more information, visit marinehomecenter.com.
NCTV and the Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank our Nantucket business sponsors for their support of today's Whalers broadcast.
10 seconds. Want to welcome you back to the Bog here at the Nantucket Community Ice Rink. We are awaiting the boys to take the ice here, and after a banner regular season, the Whalers still have plenty to prove. A late season stumble going 0-3-1 had some people questioning, but all those doubts were quickly squelched as the offense got its mojo back against St. John Paul and showed why this team is as deep as any with talent. Sophomore Ben Freeman notched his first 2 career postseason goals, playing heavy minutes in place of senior Braden Knapp, who will unfortunately not play today, and he picked a great time to have his best performance of the season. Nantucket had 5 other goal scorers, including Andrew Lavin, who netted his first varsity goal. And of course, that guy, Ryan Davis, scored a timely shorthanded goal. That guy just seems to be in the right place at the right time for Nantucket, and they will need him to play one of his best games today against the Canalmen. He scored just a minute into the 3rd period to put the game out of reach against the Lions. And of course, the Whalers will have to rely on Captain Griffin Starr, who played another solid game in net as he leads a group of seniors that will be leaving behind story after story, accomplishment after accomplishment in this rink. And this will be their final game here at home. No matter who wins the game, the winner of this game will play at a neutral site for the Elite 8 game. Fellow seniors Michael Culkins and Hunter Stroney anchor a solid, tough, hard-nosed defensive unit that may not be the biggest, but man, they mix it up with anybody. And for the Whalers to continue these we saw the rails fall off against Sandwich, and we realize, Whalers Nation, that this is an emotionally charged team and that can get in the way at times. So head coach Jack Moran and his excellent coaching staff have been preaching, keep your cool in these moments. Don't let the moment be bigger than you. The sights have been firmly set on getting to TD Garden to play for a state title. This team has all the tools. All they got to do, shut up and skate, go 1-0 today. For Bourne, they are led by head coach Frank Carpenito, and they will be looking to obviously pull off the upset today. And if they are going to do that, they're going to need to find a way to crack the Whalers' defense. But scoring for this team has been no problem. They've got 7 guys on their roster that have tallied 20 or more points, led by number 9 for Bourne, senior captain Ty Kelly. He leads the team with 38 points, 15 goals scored, and he added a membership to the 100-point club to his resume this year as well. He also was in on the Abington game. He netted a shorthanded goal, so much like Ryan Davis, he is their go-to guy. But they're not done there. Number 21, junior Josiah D'Souza, netted a goal along with sophomores, number 17, James Corwell, and Drew Kelly, number 25. So the biggest question mark for Bourne will be possibly in netminder Jackson Palmborg, as he is just a freshman and has not seen quite as many teams like the Whalers, who can be relentless at times with their siege of the net. He's going to have to be helped out by a defensive unit that allowed 56 goals this year, compared to the Whalers, who have only given up 43 goals through their 21 games. Bourne obviously has won 14 games, so they've done some work here. But 10 of those wins have come at home at the Gallo Arena, where they call home ice. They are just 4-5 away from the Gallo. And of course, we expect a capacity crowd, which is already early filing in here, as this will be the last home game for the Whalers, no matter the outcome, as we spoke earlier about. So the stage is set for the Sweet 16 game between the number 2 seeded Nantucket Whalers and the number 15 seeded Bourne Canalmen. It's more March Madness. I know, anything can happen. It all looks good on paper. Both teams know the stakes here. And as I said, it is shut up and skate time. It's win or go home. It's the MIAA Division IV State Hockey Tournament. And as you can see, the refs are putting in the nets here on the magnets. We've got all the action coming right up here on the NSC and NCTV. We'll take another break. Nope, we're gonna keep it right here. I stand corrected as the boys are about to take the ice here. Crowd is ramped up. I know the Canalmen probably have a conglomerate. And here we are, the boys are taking the ice. Your Cape and Islands Maritime Division champs, the number 2 seeded Nantucket Whalers, and the number 15 seeded Bourne Canalmen. And if my voice is a little hoarse today, it's because this is our 3rd playoff game in a row. We, of course, watched a monumental win for the boys Hoopsters yesterday, nearly self-destructing in the 4th quarter, but a win is a win is a win. And they defeated a very good Carver team, 64-61. And we'll move on to face Monument Mountain. See what I did there? But they will take a trip of 200 plus miles on Tuesday to face an undefeated Monument Mountain team, 21-0. I know maybe they don't play the best teams off out there in the Berkshires, but if you go undefeated in 21 games, I don't care who you're playing, that's good basketball. So the boys are gonna have to bring their A game, just like they did for the majority of yesterday's contest. Head coach Willis Ferreira, very proud of his crew for sticking in there, kept their composure under the pressure of a relentless Carver defensive attack as they tried desperately to get back in the game. They had a chance. They had the ball with 7 seconds to go, down 3, and unfortunately for our guys, that shot went awry, and the Whalers won. Again, a capacity crowd over at John J. O'Neill Gymnasium. So this will be our final broadcast of the winter season. Yeah, we'll put an asterisk next to that. We might sneak over if our boys take care of business here today, if it's somewhere close, but in all likelihood, this will be our final broadcast. And we were lucky enough and committed to bringing as many games as we could of Whalers athletics to you, Whalers Nation. And man, what a season it's been. We put together 39 live stream broadcasts, and a lot of folks from a lot of places have joined us. I gotta say it, huge Whalers Nation shout out to Donald Sutherland and Martin Boyle. They're joining us from Glasgow, Scotland. Unbelievable. The Newtons, Coach Moran's grandkids, Coleman and Caroline in Arnold, Maryland, joining in. And the Coins, especially Henry, the coach's grandson, hanging out in Marshfield today. Thanks very much for joining us and tuning in and watching this great Whalers hockey team ride through the regular season, and hopefully they put on a good show for us here and take care of business on home ice one more time. Also happy to have Chip Clooney back in the house. He was checking us out from the Bahamas on Friday afternoon. He's back looking awful tan, so he will be giving us the starting lineups and the national anthem here in just a couple of minutes. So let's take a break here, and we'll come right back with the opening face-off for the MIAA Division IV Round of 16. Whalers versus Bourne, coming right up.
Nantucket Ice is about community, camaraderie, confidence, jumping in, and being part of a team. Falling, but getting back up.
And Whalers control. Quick shot.
It's about being part of the culture, friendships, experience. But ultimately, it's about being on the ice. Located in the heart of the island, it's about being a future for our youth, our families, our community. Come join us. Be a part of our community.
Want to welcome you back to the bog here as the boys are finishing up their final warm-ups here. Again, a huge shout out to the crew here at the Nantucket Community Ice Rink. We nickname it the Bog. A capacity crowd expected. And of course, they did a great job allowing us to sneak in a second camera. That's a great view of things. And we're about 30 seconds away from Chip Clooney's game introductions, national anthem, and we'll have the face-off coming up right after that. Once again, the Whalers defeated the Lions, who they played 3 times and beat all 3 times. A rare feat. They did, however, accomplish that last year against the Vineyard. And the Cape and Islands teams are well represented during the first intermission. I'll go over the brackets and how they've broken down, but the Vineyard has moved along. Sandwich has moved along in Division 4. Our good buddies, the Norwell Clippers. I don't know if Coach Casagrande's tuning in. He does occasionally check us out. But his Clippers moved along to the Elite 8, so congrats to them. Good squad. If things work out as they should, we'll be seeing them soon. But some business to take care of at hand here. Once again, as the Whalers will break their huddle and get ready for the opening lineups. Chip Clooney with the game introduction. Dominic Benito, one of the 5 seniors. Sophomore James Crowell. Ty Kelly, number 9, he's leading scorer for the Canalmen. Number 27, Mateo Skina. And number 6, Caleb Keene. Number 19, Nico Tedeschi. Double J, Jeremy Jenkinson, one of the Jenkinson twins. Colby O'Keefe, senior, 30-point scorer for the Whalers. Hunter Stroni, one of the 2 main defensive anchors for the Whalers. Michael Calkins, his cohort in the back end, 19-point score, and Captain Griffin Starr, most likely the league MVP as well. We got 15 minutes on the clock. 45 minutes upcoming between 2 of the best in Division 4 in the state of Massachusetts. The number 2 seeded Nantucket Whalers taking on the number 15 seeded Bourne Canalmen. It doesn't get any better than this, Whalers Nation. And to all you Canalmen fans out there, this is what it's all about, baby. March Madness on the ice. Thanks once again for joining us here on the NSC on YouTube and locally on Channel 1072. Whalers Nation, are you ready? We're underway. Flip into the zone. Trickles to Griffin Starr and the Whalers. Look to clear the puck. Comes over to Jenkinson. They'll get it across the blue line to mid-ice. Warded off by 4 purple jerseys. Jenkinson gets it back. He's got some space in the slot. Through and nearly connected with Tedeschi early on here. And a decleater right away. But the Canalmen come back the other way. Here's that guy. Shot. Save! Griffin Starr! So nice little wrister to make sure Griffin's awake by James Crowell. And a quick line change for both teams. 14-26. Back to the Canalmen. Shot save. Backhanded out of harm's way. And the Whalers will get it up ahead. Stroni, poke checked away. Freeman lifts it up and out of play. So we'll have another face-off just outside the blue line. Again, Freeman coming off his best game as a Whaler, scoring twice. They'll actually put it at mid-ice here, and it'll be Ryan Davis on the draw against Josiah D'Souza for the Canalmen. And Bourne wins another faceoff. Cross-ice pass tipped away, but dumped in and chasing on the other side. It's Griffin Kelly. And Stroni is there, sent along the boards to the other side. Here's Canton Jenkinson, will try and play it ahead. Bourne keeps it in momentarily. Into the slot, Davis gets it up ahead to Freeman. Freeman will advance. Plays it on far side corner. Canton Jenkinson with a shoulder at the point. And sent in. Here's Edwards. We'll try and chip it in. Canalmen unable to get a clear as Davis gets to it first. And Freeman chases after in the corner. And out of the offensive zone, Whalers will have to reset. Here's Soren Edwards taking it in himself. He advances, reverse skates. Nobody home on the backside as both teams were changing lines. It'll be O'Keefe first to the puck, but we've got icing at 13:04. Let's take it back down the river as the faceoff will come inside the Whalers' offensive end. Still no score. Opening couple of minutes here is a little bit back and forth. Bourne's got the only real shot on goal so far. Whalers control the draw. Shot whizzes wide of Palmborg. And the Whalers will keep it in. Jenkinson behind the net. Battles against two Canalmen. O'Keefe comes away with it back to the point. Here's Edwards. Deflected wide and over against the boards. And back to the point as the Canalmen get a clear, but whistle stops play. Looked like maybe a high stick. We'll send it back into the offensive end with another face-off. Upcoming O'Keefe on the draw for Nantucket. Into this deep slot, but it's the Canalmen after it first. They'll dump and chase Soren Edwards with a body against number 23, Dominic Bonito. Pass intercepted, but play continues behind the net. Blasted, nearly dangerously flipped into the crease. But I believe Soren Edwards got a stick on it, deflected it over the net. So we'll have another face-off upcoming at 12:22 left in the first period. Still no score. Nathan McDonald against Davis, and the Whalers will gain the face-off as it the puck wedged itself against the back of the net. And here's Davis advancing 2-on-4. He'll have to dump and chase, which he gets to the puck first. Tries to get it over to Canton Jenkinson, and it's up against the net. And we'll have another face-off at 12:01. They reset the magnets. And an advance by Davis. And a save by Palmborg. He was right on top of the net. But Palmborg able to squeeze it as Davis nearly powered his way to a Whalers goal. 11:56 left here in the first period. Still no score. Canton Jenkinson gets to it, Stroni. And Davis will go wide and send it through behind the net, played by number 14, Luca Fitton for Bourne. They get a clear all the way back to Soren Edwards. Edwards flips it and lands at the base of the Bourne bench. And cross ice it goes. Here's Edwards, avoids one. Puts it on net. Palmborg rebound, loose. O'Keefe the first to get to it. He'll chip it in as Freeman sends it back to him behind the net. It continues. And over to the corner, Bourne will just send it out over the stick of Edwards. And he'll go cross ice to Jeremy Jenkinson. Back to Edwards behind the net. A little hey, how you doing to Jenkinson. Again, the physical play not surprising. O'Keefe to Jenkinson. He loses his skate, and Bourne flips it out. Good defense by the Canalmen, but icing the call at 10:50. And we'll have another face-off inside the Whalers' offensive end. So again, defense has been the name of the game so far. For the first 5 minutes, it's been a little back and forth. I only have one shot apiece so far. Canalmen win the draw and send it up. Chipped away by Stroni. Culkins gets a stick on it as well, and Stroni will skate away with it. Stolen away. And a shot. Oh, Starr got a piece of it to send it wide, but nearly a goal for the Canalmen, and the Whalers avoid one there. Up ahead, here's Jenkinson. He looks for some help. He gets double teamed. Good job by Burgess for the Canalmen. Shot by Stroni, or perhaps a pass lifted out of harm's way momentarily. Whalers reset. The dump doesn't make it in as Kelly plays it across ice for the Canalmen. Stroni skates after it and gets to it. Back cross ice, and here's O'Keefe, unable to handle it cleanly. Stroni back inside the Whalers' offensive end. Here's O'Keefe. He'll lift it in. Whalers gonna change lines as O'Keefe tries to attack 1-on-5. Here's Canton. Jenkinson does a little reverse skate, and he'll get a dump in. Freeman gives chase. Culkins is on the backside, and he'll get to it at the point. Bounds in, but nobody home. Here's Davis with a wrister. Played off high off the glass, and the Canalmen lifted out of the zone. Once again, Whalers able to get to it quickly. Freeman will give chase along the other side of the boards. Chipped up by Benito. And lifted up out of the zone. Davis goes cross ice. And a nice board pass to Canton Jenkinson. He's got a little bit of space. Unable to get a shot off cleanly. This might be one of the better defensive units the Whalers have seen. Here's Jenkinson with a zone enter. Shot zips wide of Palmborg. Kept in momentarily by Freeman. And the Canalmen get an enter. Oh, nice move around Edwards. Shot. Doesn't quite get to Starr. Rebound shot and a save by Starr. Pass into the crease goes wide of the stick, and the first whistle as the Canalmen will go on the power play with 8:17 to go. And Jenkinson guilty of the infraction. So the PK unit comes on for Nantucket. And Bourne gets it set up. Pass behind the net. Back out to the point. Shot blocked. And over the blue line, so the Canalmen will back pass it to get reset. D'Souza circles back. Plays it over to Kelly. Broken up. As Jenkinson nearly made something happen shorthanded. Here's O'Keefe giving chase along with Jenkinson. Canalmen with a 3-on-2 shot. Saved by Starr. blasted, kept in nicely by the Canalmen. That was Caleb Keene, got a clean stick on it, but nobody gonna save that one. 58 seconds and counting as it goes all the way back to palm board. Pass at the blue line as the Canalmen try to circle back and get something going with 40 seconds. They enter the zone and Culkins awaits the pass along the boards. He'll send it back to Soren Edwards. Skips off of his stick momentarily. Davis is there and gets it over the blue line. Here's a chance for O'Keefe, 2-on-2. He makes a move short-handed, got Davis behind him. Blast over the net, all the way around, and the Whalers can use up some more time. Just 20 seconds left on the Canalmen power play. Off the skate, and once again lifted up high off the glass. 5 seconds left. And intercepted by Tedeschi. Even strength, so good job by the Whalers PK unit. Shot from the blue line goes off Star. Culkins reverse skates and will advance himself. .550 left in the first period. Still no score. Up at mid-ice, the Canalmen able to gain the zone. Davis wards away the advance. And Canton Jenkinson with some nifty skating to avoid a defender, but the Canalmen get to it. Freeman with a backhander to get it over the blue line. Ty Kelly sends it in as the Canalmen reset, but the Whalers quickly get to it and advance up. And Jenkinson missed it. Shot whizzes wide. Great opportunity by Canton Jenkinson. A great deke as Edwards retreats and gets to it. Jenkinson pushes. Kelly gives him a little something for the effort. Shots even at 4. Under 5 minutes to play. First period, still no score, dumped in. And icing will be the call, 2-line pass, so we'll take it all the way down to the offensive end for Nantucket at 4:45. We'll have a face-off. Once again, thanks for joining us here on the NST. Proud to bring you MIAA Division IV round of 16 action. O'Keefe on the draw. Bourne wins and sends it out over the blue line. Chipped back in by Edwards. Stroni able to save it. Jenkinson with a nice backhand pass to Tedeschi. Sends it in behind the net. Nobody home for Nantucket, and Bourne gets an easy clear. Edwards back into the zone as both teams look to get some sort of organized offense. A lot of neutral zone action and dumping it in. Another 2-line pass, so we'll have icing at 4:08. And another face-off inside the Whalers' end. And a packed house here. Looks like a whiteout for the student section. 4:08 left here in the first, no score. Whalers win the draw. Jenkinson shot, save, palm board. Whalers now unofficially up 5-4 with shots on goal. Chipped ahead as O'Keefe tries to get to it. Canalmen able to get it across the blue line, barely. But that's all that matters, and they'll advance. Gain the zone as it lifted in on net by D'Souza. Edwards uses the body, and O'Keefe finally gets to it, avoids a skater, and he'll try and do something along the boards. He's got Jenkinson behind him, unable to find a backhanded shot. Save, palm board. Back come the Canalmen the other way. And a penalty upcoming on Nantucket as Stroni got to the stick. So at 3:19, we'll have another power play opportunity for Bourne. Hunter Stroni guilty of the infraction this time. The Whalers got to stay out of the box. It was a 1-on-2, and Stroni got caught with his hands in the cookie jar. Shot whiffed on. Again, Jenkinson unable to get to it, and it leaks over the blue line. Bourne will have to reset. There's action underneath us. Shudders the box here. Culkin skates after it. Pass. Ends up behind the net. Through to the crease, but over the stick. Blocked. And up ahead, here's Davis. He makes a move, gains some space. Shot, save as it goes up and over the net. Good job by Ryan Davis. Culkins gets to it and wastes a little time here. He'll zip it into the bench, and it hits a Bourne player. Got to stay alive there. Ooh, that's got to hurt. No glove on Bourne number 5, Nathan McDonald. And he'll come right on the ice, but it'll be a face-off at 2:24. Still 1:06 left on the power play for the Canalmen. No score. Face-off just outside the Bourne blue line. Canalmen get into the blue line, into the offensive end, I should say. Puck bounding. Lifted up over and all the way down. Here's O'Keefe, though. And Palmberg had to play, and another whistle, and we've got a penalty upcoming on the purple. Number 3, Dina Leach, one of the seniors, called for the cross check. So we'll have 4-on-4 for 51 seconds. Then the Whalers will go on a power play for nearly the remainder of the period if it ends up. 4-on-4 here, which gives lots of space to free skaters like Davis and O'Keefe. And Culkins chipped in, played around the boards. Jenkinson awaits it, plays it back to Culkins. Off the high glass, Jenkinson back to Culkins. He'll find some space. Reverse skate. Over to Edwards. Behind the net. Surveys. Pass goes through the crease. Culkins is there off the boards. He'll get it to Jenkinson. Again, possession, the key to 4-on-4 hockey. Culkins chased. He'll lift it up high off the glass. O'Keefe chases it down. Jenkinson gets to it. Bourne able to get it and clear it. Culkins with the body, and it's now a power play for the Whalers here for the next minute plus. Up to mid-ice, over the stick. Over the stick of Jenkinson, and we'll have icing whistled against the Whalers. It'll be a face-off back inside the Bourne offensive end. Still 1:01 left on the first Whalers power play. 1:10 left in the first period. No score. Whalers win the draw. Culkins gets it over to Davis. Deeks one, and now the Whalers can advance. Under a minute to play, first period. Davis gains the zone by himself. Deeks one, shot off the post! Whalers get it set up as play continues. Blocked in front. Here comes the Canalmen. 2-on-2. Culkins is there. Shot, save, Griffin Starr. Davis nearly rung it up. He went off the post. 28 seconds left on the power play. Goes into the corner as Jenkinson skates after it. Fends off Kelly. And gets it up now. 15 seconds as the Whalers look to advance here. Jenkinson loses it. Starr will have to put a stick on it. And the power play will expire as both teams are back at full strength. Culkins tries to go 1-on-4. Here's O'Keefe. Sends it in, shot! Score! No! Oh, they blew the whistle! Found the net just as the horn went off. And we will skate to the locker room, tied at 0. Wow, very, very close there. It went off. Horn went off. It was bang, bang, for sure. All right, we'll take a break here in the NSC. Tied, no score. Period number 2 upcoming. Woo! Here we go. We'll take a break and come right back on the NSC and NCTV.
The Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank its founding sponsor, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, whose mission is to promote the positive development and enrichment of Nantucket's children. For more information on the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, go to nantucketgolfclub.com. Support for the NSC provided in part by Myrick O'Connell, attorney at law, providing legal services for Massachusetts residents for over a century. Learn more at myrickoconnell.com.
This is how we like to do it.
Today's special presentation of the Nantucket Whalers MIAA State Tournament game is brought to you in part by Fairgrounds Restaurant and Pudley's Pub. Proud supporters of Whalers athletics on the NSC and NCTV, open year-round, serving Nantucket for nearly 30 years. Fairgrounds Restaurant and Pudley's Pub, a Nantucket tradition.
This is how we like to do it.
Today's special presentation of the Nantucket Whalers MIAA State Tournament game is brought to you in part by Bartlett's Farm, your local source for farm-grown produce and specialty prepared foods. Bartlett's Farm is a huge Whalers Nation supporter, serving Nantucket for over 175 years. Bartlett's Farm, who's your farmer?
Thanks to Marine Home Center for supporting the Nantucket Sports Connection. Marine is celebrating its 80th anniversary and is your on-island source for products to build, decorate, and live. For more information, visit marinehomecenter.com.
NCTV and the Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank our Nantucket business sponsors for their support of today's Whalers broadcast.
Nantucket Sports Connection and NCTV over the past few years have done countless broadcasts that are both exciting and professional.
Shot, score! Jack Halleck!
I support NCTV's Nantucket Sports Connection because it's a great opportunity to reach island families, support students, and our local television station.
But this is as good as it gets right here. Whalers Nation, are you ready? We are underway. Season begins now. First shot, save! Griffin Starr right off the bat. Pressure again and another great save. Davis tips it, he'll get to it. He's got some space, shot, score! Off the stick. Shot in front, scores! Ryan Davis! now one-on-one shorthanded. Hulkins. You're just not going to beat him one-on-one. And we are going to play some hockey here. Shot, save, Star! Plenty to be proud of on the Whalers' end of things. The Clippers have found themselves a goalie. Nauset has also won 8 straight here in the Bog, so the Whalers will have to bring their A game and keep their heads about them tonight if they're going to pull off the upset. Whalers look to clear. Nicely done back to Jenkinson. Jenkinson up ahead. O'Keefe shot. Scores! Colby O'Keefe with his first of the year. And the Whalers draw first blood at 12:05. And behind the defense, shot, save, Griffin Starr. And the Whalers clear. Here's O'Keefe. Jeremy Jenkinson with him. O'Keefe controls after Jenkinson shot, scores! Davis with some space. Makes a move, left-handed, sends it in and scores! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Ryan Davis finds the net on a negative angle shot from the backhand. And the Whalers go on top, 5-4. But the time is going to run out on the Warriors. Whalers skate to a 6-4 victory. For the first time since 2014, the Nantucket Whalers boys ice hockey team defeats Nauset here at the Bog. A statement win to say the least. Whalers touchdowns! He's got it! He's got it! Marty score! Want to welcome you back to the Bog here at the Nantucket Community Ice. Final swipe by the Zamboni as both teams skated to a 0-0. First period, the Whalers nearly netted one, but unfortunately, the horn sounded just before O'Keefe lifted it up over Palmborg's glove. So it remains 0-0. The Whalers killed off 2 penalties in that first period. They had about a minute 10, or about 50 seconds actually, of a power play after Bourne was whistled for an infraction during their own power play. So skated 4-on-4 for a little bit. Whalers outshot Bourne 9-5 unofficially in the period. But it's zeros as we enter the second period. So as I said, the winner of this game will move on to a neutral site. They will face the winner of Stoneham and Wilmington. That game happens tonight as the final piece of the Division 4 puzzle. As I noted, Norwell advances. They will take on Hanover. Sandwich advance, beating Gardner 6-3. They will face Dover Sherborne. And Winthrop actually awaits the Vineyard Ashland game taking place across the pond over in the Vineyard. Martha's Vineyard took care of business against the number 25 seed, Greenfield. So that game is happening right now. I'm pretty sure that's on Facebook. We'll see if we can get an update upcoming. Maybe Charles can check out Martha's Vineyard's Facebook feed and we can get a score update on that one. As I said, plenty of Cape and Islands teams still alive. But we got 15 minutes on the clock. Period number 2 upcoming here. Still zeros on the scoreboard. And we're underway with the second period as Ty Kelly advances into the zone. He'll flip it off Tedeschi's skate and sent around the boards. Back around the other side of the boards. Canalmen able to get to it. Whalers get the clear and will chip and chase themselves. Tedeschi skates after it, but picked up by Keene for the Canalmen, but Tedeschi gets to it and he's just ridden down, no whistle, and flipped out of the zone. Stronyi chases after it. He'll get to it first. A little hey, how you doing by number 23. And the Canalmen get it back to the point here. Shot, deflected, rebound, loose behind the net still. And Culkins avoids a couple of Canalmen, sends it up to Tedeschi, who gets it over the blue line and chipped up. Now the Whalers got some numbers. Here's O'Keefe, shot. Saved and up over the net. And we'll have a face-off at 13:51 here in period number 2. Sent back to the point, chipped in, but it's the Canalmen 3-on-1 advantage. Shot whizzes way wide. And intercepted by Nantucket. Here's Davis. And he's taken down. Griffin Starr comes to the bench as the Whalers try to keep possession. That's the fastest I've seen Griffin Starr skate in about a year. So at 13:28, the Whalers will have their second power play. Tripping the call as Davis streaked ahead of the defense. Again, that's no easy layups. You got to that's one of those penalties you got to take. Burgess guilty of the infraction and played in behind the net. Jenkinson and O'Keefe chase after it, and here's Canton Jenkinson back to the point. It's Davis. Cross ice to Culkins. Back to Davis. Shields it off, and he'll play it into the corner. Jenkinson there, he advances in. Back pass to Canton. Off the stick momentarily of Jeremy Jenkinson, and he'll gain possession. Back to O'Keefe at the point. So plenty of time for the Whalers. Misplayed by Jenkinson, and here comes the Canalmen shorthanded. Tipped away and stolen right back by Jeremy Jenkinson. He'll play it over to O'Keefe, up to Canton. Jenkinson, who gains the zone. Back pass to Jeremy Jenkinson. Shot, save, out of play. So good activity. Still 1:08 left on the Whalers power play. No score, second period. It's Davis, Canton, and Jeremy Jenkinson, O'Keefe, and Culkins, the power play unit. And Bourne controls the face-off and dumps in. Played on goal. And off the stick of Kelly. And the Whalers advance. Here's O'Keefe. Deeks one. Circles back over to Culkins. Cross ice to Davis. Back to Culkins. Deep slot over to the wing. It's Davis. Avoids a couple. Culkins lifts it in and scores! Michael Culkins from the deep slot finds the 5-hole, baby! Yes, sir! Number 3 finds the net, and the Whalers go up 1-0 on the power play goal. Goal number 6 for Culkins on the season. That's point number 20 for number 3. Whalers draw first blood. Davis advances back. Tries to chip it beyond the way the Canalmen defense. Nice play by Burgess to ward him off along the boards. Advances in. Edwards able to get to it first. Chips it up and cleared off to Canton Jenkinson. He looks to make a move and skate ahead. He's got some space. Angle cut off. Burgess part of that as well, along with Hunter McLean for Bourne. And a couple of bodies go down in front of Palmborg as the Whalers look to keep the attack. Davis with some space. Fends off one, fends off another. Oh, yes, sir. Edwards sends it wide. Looked like it was on purpose as Freeman gets to it. And Davis looked for something in the slot. Edwards able to get to it, sends it on net. Palmborg plays it, but the rebound is still loose. And finally clear, that'll be icing at 10:55. Whalers have already outshot Bourne in the period 5-1, and that includes a goal from Michael Culkins. I believe Davis will get an assist on that. We'll see if they give a secondary assist on the book. Shot was deflected wide. Kept in by O'Keefe. Along the board, Stronier able to get to it. Kept it in momentarily. Here's Bourne 2-on-1. Edwards back, shot, save, Griffin Store. Face off upcoming at 10:37. Shot blocked. Rebound controlled by Nantucket, quickly cleared. Here's Jeremy Jenkinson advancing into the zone. He's got Edwards. Jenkinson avoids one, unable to keep it on his stick. And O'Keefe chases it down in the corner, makes a move around one. Behind the net, shot, ooh, nearly connected. As Jenkinson gets it back to the point, here's Edwards. Just wide, Palmborg's out of position, but Tedeschi unable to get to it on the backside. Jenkinson keeps it alive, nice stick work to get around a couple of defenders. Now he's got some space, shot, saved by Palmborg. Hand passed in, so no goal. Hand passed it in out of pure reaction. Get the hand up there. So we'll have a face-off all the way back down to the Bourne end with 9:59 to go. Whalers up 1-0 off the power play goal from Michael Culkins. Kelly unable to win it, but kept in. Looked like it was offsides. Plenty of bodies in front. Tipped away, and nice play by Jeremy Jenkinson to get in there. Edwards battles a couple of Canalmen, and over the blue line it goes. So nice job by the Whalers defense. That was some dangerous action in front of Griffin Starr. Deep pass, Tedeschi up ahead. He looks to make a move around one. He's held, no call, and warded off. Play continues behind the net. O'Keefe gets to it, and the Canalmen able to clear the zone. They attack 2-on-2. Edwards mixes it up and able to play enough of the body to get the advance out of the way. Kelly, and that'll be a penalty on Nantucket, as I'm not sure what was the matter there. Apparently an elbow. I did not see that. But it'll be another power play opportunity for the Canalmen, their third of the game at 8:59 in period number 2. Whalers gain the draw. Culkins battles a couple of purple jerseys, and the Canalmen skate away with it. Here comes Davis, back the other way. Skates some space, shot, save as he tried to go under the pad. "15 seconds ticked off the power play. 8:44 left in the second period. O'Keefe initially controlled, and here comes the Canalmen, chipped ahead, and again, tick-tock, down to 1:30 left on the power play. Here's Kelly, he'll advance. Pass to the crease, rebound loose, chipped out, back to the point, deflected in front of Starr and blasted down as Davis gives chase. He'll actually get to it. Play it back to the point, space! Shot lifted up over the net by O'Keefe. Down to 1 minute left on the power play as O'Keefe and Noy is back in the Whalers' end. And right to O'Keefe. He's played off momentarily, but it'll be Culkins circling back. Board pass and zipped all the way down to the end. Palmborg will have to play it off to the opposite ends as Davis once again gives chase. Down to 30 seconds left on the power play. And Strony gets a stick on it. And here comes Kelly. Pass, shot, scores. McDonald and Kelly able to break down the defense, and they take advantage of the power play. And at 7:20, we're tied at 1 here in period number 2. Whalers got caught being a little aggressive in the offensive end, and were unable to recover in time. So each team has scored on the power play here in period number 2 after we skated to a scoreless first period. Face-off controlled by the Canalmen. O'Keefe steals. He'll circle back and intercepted as he looked to go cross ice to Culkins, chipped away by Edwards. And Culkins will await behind the net. He plays it up along the boards. And chipped up to mid-ice. Tedeschi there. And Jenkinson skates after as well. Leaks over the blue line. Canalmen control at mid-ice. Clean steal by Culkins off the skate of a Canalmen. And he plays his fellow number, Dana Leach, off the puck for a moment. Back to the point, nobody home for the Canalmen. And it will not go as icing as Burgess got to it before it hit that red line. And here comes Jake Rue. Number 19 plays it across. Nobody home for Bourne. Jeremy Jenkinson rides down a player, but no call. Up ahead, it's Edwards. He'll gain the zone. Played off as Davis unable to get to it either. Some body along the mid-ice. And Culkins plays it along the boards. Jenkinson awaits. Off the skate of Davis. And play continues along in the neutral zone. 5:25 and counting. Canton Jenkinson gets it up to Jeremy. Over to Canton Jenkinson, backhanded shot. Saved by Palmborg as he sprawled out to make the save. Great opportunity, just unable to lift it up. He tried to go 5-hole, and Palmborg sat on it and laid out for the save. 5:17 left in period number 2. We're tied at 1. Intercepted by Canton Jenkinson. Played back well over as the referee got a little bit in the way. Culkins unable to get a hand on it. It'll be icing, so we'll do it all over again. Just with a few seconds left, a few seconds off the clock. 5:05 left now in period number 2. 1-1. Davis blocked in front. Canalmen advance. Space. Save. Rebound. Scores. Initial save made by Griffin Starr. But the Canalmen take the lead at 4:54 off the rebound. Looks like it was number 23, Benito, with the goal. Crowell will get credited for the assist as he was the initial shot. So the Whalers have given up 2 goals here in the period and now find themselves down 2-1. And a stick goes flying. One of the Canalmen intercepted by O'Keefe. Saved by Palmborg with the glove. O'Keefe with a wide open look, unable to score. .445 to go. Second period, Bourne has scored consecutive goals to take the lead, 2-1. Whalers have had opportunities. Another one shot, blocked in front. Intercepted, and O'Keefe will board pass to himself, chipped away. And Bourne advances, another advantage, 2-on-1. Shot saved by Griffin Starr with the pad. Rebound comes across to Jenkinson, and the Whalers will look to attack the other way. O'Keefe gains the zone. Tedeschi with him. Shot, save, rebound loose. Jenkinson behind the net, gets it to O'Keefe. Space back at the point. Here's Edwards. Momentarily screened off, but Davis circles back. And Edwards gets it at the point. Davis makes some space, tries to deke, and over the blue line, offside will be the call as it leaked just over the blue line. Stroniu was there, but a moment too late. And the Canalmen whistled for another penalty as Dana Leach guilty of the slash. So the Whalers will go on the power play for the third time, second time here in the period. Both teams have scored in the power play here in period number 2. The Canalmen added a full-strength goal to take a 2-1 lead. Back to the point it goes. Nearly intercepted and flipped out. It'll be Culkins chasing after along with Kelly for Bourne. Nearly tricked him into passing it, but Culkins gets it up over the stick of Jenkinson and quickly out of the zone. Cross ice, it'll be Davis gaining the zone safely. And he plays it back into the corner with Jenkinson, Canton Jenkinson. Back to the point, Davis fires in, blocked. Davis keeps it in. Here's Culkins in the deep slot. Rips it in, rebound, still loose. Tried to skate through a couple of defenders and Bourne able to clear. Still a minute 5 left on the power play. Couple of new skaters for the Canalmen. Davis will advance into the zone. Makes a move around one, gets it into the corner. Shouldered. Again, he's playing with a tweaked shoulder for sure. Canton Jenkinson able to get to it. He's ridden along the boards. And the Canalmen able to clear. And now will advance. 1-on-3. Past Culkins momentarily, but warded off as Davis circles back and gets to it. Still 20 seconds left on the power play, but the Whalers unable to get anything clean going. Down to 15 seconds. Culkins advances around one. Behind the net. Spins and flips it through the crease, and the Canalmen easily get a clear, and we're back to full strength. Cross ice, Jenkinson goes. Davis unable to get to it cleanly, and Jenkinson will have to circle back. Cross ice to Culkins. He'll go back cross ice to Davis, who will gain the zone. Makes a move around one. Intercepted off of his stick. Flipped out as Culkins poke checks it away as well. Jenkinson, 1-on, 2-on-4, and he's ridden hard along the boards. Edwards gonna make a little poke check, gets it to Jenkinson, into the slot, intercepted, and out of harm's way as Culkins unable to get it over the defense. Davis gets it back to Culkins. He's got some space mid-ice, makes another move along the board, stops. Goes cross ice to O'Keefe off the boards. He overskates and now has to recover. Gets some space, shot, saved by Palmborg as we're under a minute to play. Once again, Whalers have outshot Bourne here in the period, 9-6. But the Canalmen have made their shots count as they've scored twice here in the period. And have killed off another penalty. So 3 power play opportunities for each team. They both have scored a goal on the power play. O'Keefe back, hands it, and he'll get it right back. Makes a move to gain some space. In front, oh! Just wide of the net as Canton Jenkinson unable to get clean wood on it. Edwards intercepted. Here comes Kelly. And poke checked away. Here's O'Keefe, tries to get Davis. And it'll be Canton Jenkinson gaining the zone briefly. Down to 10 seconds left in the period. Edwards, 4 seconds, gets blasted in front. And that'll do it for period number 2. But the Canalmen will skate to the locker room with a 2-1 lead. After Ty Kelly put in the rebound, Dominic Benito added a goal. Michael Culkins put the Whalers ahead 1-0 early in the period. So we've got 15 minutes left. We'll take a break here on the NSC and NCTV. Period number 3 upcoming. Bourne Canalmen up 2-1.
The Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank its founding sponsor, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, whose mission is to promote the positive development and enrichment of Nantucket's children. For more information on the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, go to nantucketgolfclub.com. Support for the NSC provided in part by Myrick O'Connell, attorney at law, providing legal services for Massachusetts residents for over a century. Learn more at myrickoconnell.com.
This is how we like to do it.
Today's special presentation of the Nantucket Whalers MIAA State Tournament game is brought to you in part by Fairgrounds Restaurant and Pudley's Pub. Proud supporters of Whalers athletics on the NSC and NCTV, open year-round, serving Nantucket for nearly 30 years. Fairgrounds Restaurant and Pudley's Pub, a Nantucket tradition.
Thanks to Marine Home Center for supporting the Nantucket Sports Connection. Marine is celebrating its 80th anniversary and is your on-island source for products to build, decorate, and live. For more information, visit marinehomecenter.com.
This is how we like to do it.
Today's special presentation of the Nantucket Whalers MIAA State Tournament game is brought to you in part by Bartlett's Farm, your local source for farm-grown produce and specialty prepared foods. Bartlett's Farm is a huge Whalers Nation supporter, serving Nantucket for over 175 years. Bartlett's Farm, who's your farmer? NCTV and the Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank our Nantucket business sponsors for their support of today's Whalers broadcast.
The board of Nantucket Youth Lacrosse and the coaches are wildly passionate about the sport of lacrosse and teaching it to Nantucket's kids. I'm Gary McCarthy, president of Nantucket Youth Lacrosse. The dedication of not only the players, but the parents and coaches to running this program is really inspiring.
So what I love about the Learn to Play program is when I show up every day, the kids are coming smiling and all they want to do is have fun.
This is my 3rd year coaching the girls Learn to Play lacrosse team here. What I really like about it is that for those that are newer to sports, they're learning leadership skills, team building, communication. They're learning not only just how to pick up and pass and catch and shoot in lacrosse. There's so much more to be gained.
The beauty of this program is to grow the love of playing and then to grow the love of the game of lacrosse and playing the game of lacrosse.
I first got involved with Nantucket Youth Lacrosse back in 2012 when we had one U15 team, and it has grown tremendously. It has been incredible to be a part of such a program.
My passion for coaching I didn't know was there until I started. Being on the lacrosse board and helping out coaching has allowed me to kind of give back to Nantucket since it is such a wonderful community.
We're driven as a board to promote inclusiveness across social, cultural, and economic backgrounds. With your assistance, financial assistance, we've been able to do that. We've given scholarships for both registration and lacrosse equipment to over 60 kids. We've also partnered with the Nantucket Boys and Girls Club for all the first and second grade Learn to Play program and made the program completely free.
What this has done for us collectively with both teams has brought together a team spirit.
When I first moved here, I found myself kind of looking towards sports and my coaches and teammates to make relationships. But when I got on the practice field and strapped up, that's really where I took off.
It gives them an opportunity to meet their new friends that they may not see in the class all the time, have that team effort and support and friendships that are built. And it's also teaching them a new sport, which is really exciting as well.
Without the youth program, our high school team wouldn't be where we are today. A lot of that is because we've been able to bridge the gap between the youth program and the high school program. They all work together. They start working on plays when they're in U11, U13, and then they fine-tune them at U15, and it gives us the opportunity to grow.
And that's what it is. It's a pipeline. And if the bigger you can start the pipeline early, the more the high school is going to benefit in the end.
The time that they're able to spend together on the boat, on the bus, hanging out, our 50-minute game is actually an 8-hour game. These girls grow up together, they learn to work together, they learn how to travel together. It's one of the better organizations on the island, and I'm proud to say I was a part of it.
Look, this doesn't happen without you. We love the sport, we love what we're doing as a group. As I say, the board is extremely passionate, not just about lacrosse, but at building a community, a lacrosse community inside of Nantucket's community. So thank you, we're very appreciative.
When you add resilient gardens to your outdoor spaces, you contribute to the long-term well-being of the island. Introduce yourself to the Nantucket Footprints virtual garden tours and find inspiration to cultivate biodiversity. The first tour of a native meadow, curated by the Nantucket Conservation Foundation, is now available for free at nantucketfootprints.org.
He's got it! He's got it! Nantucket Sports Connection and NCTV over the past few years have done countless broadcasts that are both exciting and professional.
Shot, score! Jack Halleck!
I support NCTV's Nantucket Sports Connection because it's a great opportunity to reach island families, support students, and our local television station.
Back out to Perry for three. Good! Nice rebound by Jaquan Francis into Halleck again. Whalers streak ahead, 2-on-1 shot. Score! That got inside the post. The clear Whaler shot. Save! Paul Allen! 3-2-1. Puts it up from half court. Good! Justin Boyce! Front. Gotta score! The card check was able to lift it up above LaBelle. Third dribble. Pass. Quincy Sullivan with a good looking shot and hit. Gets in and scores! Halleck denies. Halleck denies again. Shot saved. Griffin Starr. Into it. Aguilar, nice little fake. Runs up and puts it in! Streaks ahead, shot, score! Just like that, baby! That's what I'm talking about! Want to welcome you back to the Bog here at the Nantucket Community Ice Rink. We head to the third period. The Whalers got some work to do, down 2-1 after outshooting Bourne 18-11 thus far in the game. And they have had some opportunities, both teams with 3 power plays. Both teams have scored a goal off the power play. Dominic Benito put the Canalmen ahead on a 2-on-1. And Ty Kelly got them on the board off the power play. Michael Culkins, the goal scorer for Nantucket. Here we go, 15 minutes on the clock. Period number 3, Division 4, Sweet 16 is underway. O'Keefe overskates inside the zone, right in front of Tedeschi, gets a shot off. Palmborg up to the task. Play continues in front of the net. Culkins gets to it first. Behind the net, Jenkinson gets up off the ice and gets to it, and we've got the magnet off the kilter there. So we'll have a face-off. 14:34 left in the third period. And a penalty called on the Canalmen, number 27, Matteo Skenna. So the Whalers will go on the power play just 26 seconds into the third period, holding the call. Huge opportunity for Nantucket here. They can draw back to even with a goal. Davis at the point, back to O'Keefe, a little give and go. O'Keefe whiffs on it, back to the point, Davis with some space now, passes it off, Culkins on the wing, shot, blocked in front. Davis will chase after it, Kelly nearly poked it away and Davis gains the zone. Zips it around the other side, O'Keefe waits for it. Davis with space on the wing, blocked in front. Canalmen get to it. Here's Kelly, shorthanded. He'll just lift it into the Whalers offensive end, or the Whalers defensive end, I should say. And still a minute to go on the power play. Jenkinson. JJ advances. Slight overskate. Davis able to keep it in the zone momentarily, but once again, the Canalmen up to the task. And they shove it on ice, or on net. D'Souza gave a quick chase, but and Culkins lost it. Here's D'Souza once again, shorthanded. Starr gets a stick on it. And D'Souza annoys O'Keefe, who gains the zone, flies through, another one shot! Save, Palmborg. He has been exceptional for just a freshman. He has played lights out. He has been the difference maker so far for Bourne, as the Whalers have had plenty of opportunities. They've hit a post, and they've put a lot of pressure on. Again, out shooting the Canalmen. We're down to 2 seconds. Culkins lifts it. Pad save, and the Canalmen are back to even strength, and they can chase it down. Davis gives a look. It'll be icing. But another power play opportunity unsuccessful for Nantucket. They're 1 for 4 this afternoon. 12:28 to go. Canalmen still with a 2-1 lead. Got an update from across the pond. Ashland up 5-2 over the Vineyard. But none of that matters if the Whalers can't take care of business here in the third period. Play continues in the neutral zone. Edwards circles back around. Up ahead to mid-ice. Here's Canton Jenkinson, who goes one on a few. He's held up. That's holding. Thank you. I love it when the Stripes listen to me. It doesn't happen often. So just like that, another power play opportunity for the Whalers. They call it a slash. We'll take it either way. Number 20, Ryan Collins, guilty of the infraction. And this will be power play opportunity number 5 for Nantucket. O'Keefe circles back. He's got some space now in the slot. Davis. Almost would have liked a shot there, but shot, save, rebound, loose. Kelly advances for Bourne. He skates through one. Oh, lucky there. Looks like he was hooked, but no call as Davis gains the zone. Minute 30 left on the power play, so plenty of time for Nantucket to do some work here. Just takes one. Calkins over to Davis. Cross ice over the stick of O'Keefe. He'll send it back over to Davis. Down to 11 minutes. Calkins, rebound deflected in front. And Jenkinson couldn't lift it up. Tries to tip it, and now we'll keep it in the corner. Kelly gets a stick in there to poke it away. And behind the net it goes, still 55 seconds. Bourne gets a clear. All the way down to the goal as Starr lifts it to mid-ice and quickly gets it up to O'Keefe, who gains his own. Into Jenkinson. Makes a move, had Canton along with him, circles back, hits high off the glass as O'Keefe was waiting for the pass. Switches spots with O'Keefe, with Calkins. In the slot, Jenkinson scores! Ryan Davis with another beautiful saucer pass, and Jenkinson pops it for a power play goal to tie it at 2. 10:21 to go. Woo! And Jeremy Jenkinson skates into the box. Apparently jabbering too much. I don't know. But the Canalmen will go on a power play immediately. O'Keefe skates away with the face-off. But the Whalers will have to keep something on. Here's Kelly with some room. Shot, save, Griffin Starr. First shot on goal for the Canalmen, and Griffin Starr makes a shoulder save. Bounds over the top of the net. Minute 46 left on the Bourne power play. 10:07 left in the period. The third period, that is. Davis circles back, goes cross ice. It'll come off the boards, and the Whalers push. Calkins gets hit from behind, and he stays down. No whistle. Canalmen advance. Intercepted. And now with some space, point blank shot. Saved by Griffin Starr. And O'Keefe goes after a Bourne player, but cooler heads prevail. Minute 12 left on the power play. Phenomenal save by Griffin Starr. No surprise there. Board pass comes to Davis. He'll circle, come through one defender, and offside the call. And Ryan Davis called for a stupid penalty at 9:22. The Canalmen will now have a 2-player advantage for a minute 2, and then another minute, 58 seconds of a 5-on-4 advantage. So the Whalers gonna dig deep here. Shot, save, Griffin Starr. We're tied at 2, 9:17 to go, but the game is in the balance as the Whalers face a 2-player. A 5-on-3 goes past the stick of Kelly all the way down. Get back, O'Keefe, what are you doing? Whalers get back in position somewhat. O'Keefe attacks at the point. Unable to get to it cleanly. Now 4-on-2 the advantage behind the net, circling back. Stroni able to chip it. Here's Kelly, plenty of space, one-timed in front. Culkin's got a stick on it to get it out of harm's way momentarily. O'Keefe lifts it just out of the zone, and High sticking the call, so we'll have a face-off down at the other end. 13 seconds left on the 2-player advantage. A face-off win here would be huge for Nantucket's chances on the PK. O'Keefe gets to it first. Bourne gets the advance, down to 2 seconds, and Jenkinson skates out, so now it's a 5-on-4. Back pass. At the point, lifted through, tipped away again, and the Whalers skate the other way, but too far ahead of Culkins. And Nantucket gets a deep clear, nicely done. 35 seconds left on the power play. Cross ice, recovered by Burgess. Up to McDonald at the point, he'll gain the zone. Oh, just overskated it as Stroni got to him. Culkins controls the puck and zipped out of the zone, and up ahead it's Jeremy Jenkinson. He's got some room, pass, just ahead of his brother Canton, and the Whalers will recover. 5 seconds left on the power play for Bourne. Tipped away and backhanded into the zone. Great job by the PK unit. 7:10 to go. Intercepted, Stroni. Shot, save, rebound. Still loose inside the offensive end. Jenkinson blasted, and that'll be icing. 7 minutes even to go here in the third period. The Whalers have fought their way through a 5-on-3. Jeremy Jenkinson with the goal, power play goal here in the period to tie it at 2. And Ben Freeman on the draw. Just said hello to his dad, Chris, good buddy. And I'm hearing rumors of lots of family from the Freeman side watching us from afar. Happy to have you along here. Up ahead, Whalers. Cross ice, get it clear. Here's Freeman. He'll send one wide of the net, goes over. Jenkinson gives a chase along with Davis. Davis gets to it. Space in the slot, backhanded attempt. Rebound still loose. Palmborg with the initial save. Can Jenkinson ridden down. And Davis will get it in the corner. He'll circle back. Edwards at the point. pass and shot was deflected. Canton Jenkinson unable to get to it, and that'll be icing. We'll take another breath. Again, Whalers have outshot Bourne here. It's now 24-14, but we're still tied at 2. Back to O'Keefe. Battle for the puck continues. O'Keefe ridden off and leaks over the blue line. Edwards is there, gets it tipped away, and up ahead, here's Soren Edwards. He loses it, and Jenkinson gets to it. Rides off his stick momentarily. O'Keefe able to recover and sneak through a couple of defenders, but the Canalmen come the other way. Tipped, Kelly has it, surveys, pass goes high and over his body's spewed across the ice. Kelly swipes it away from O'Keefe, and he gets blasted by Jenkinson. 5:20 to go here, third period. We're tied at 2 in the Division IV Sweet 16 game. Kelly with a hit to the back of the Whalers' Culkins, and O'Keefe goes underneath. Streaking ahead, it's Stronyi. He's played off. Freeman holds up on the check. Shot zips wide, Stronyi there to gain the possession. Nice board pass up ahead. Mid-ice, it's Freeman. He'll gain the zone, leave it for Davis. And chipped away, nice poke check. 4:30 left here in the third period. Davis avoids one, avoids another at mid-ice, he'll gain the zone. Avoids another, here's Canton Jenkinson. Unable to get to it cleanly, backhands it to Davis, point blank, score! There's that man, number 12, Ryan Davis. At 4:14, he gives the Whalers a 3-2 lead. The place is going berserk, and the whistle sounds. Maybe a ill-advised drop there. We'll do it again. 3-2. Whalers come back with 2 straight goals to take the lead once again. Stronyi up to Jenkinson at mid-ice. Up ahead, here's Davis again. Shot blocked. Jenkinson loses his skate, doesn't matter, keeps possession. Great body work by number 13. He's 1 against 3 and still wins the possession. And he gets it back. Takes a hit, keeps on ticking. Energizer Bunny in the corner here. Behind the net, Canalmen able to lift it up and gets into the wires. So we'll have another face-off upcoming here just outside the blue line, I believe, or will they keep it inside? Looks like it's inside. 3:35 to play. Whalers up 3-2. Winner will advance to play the winner of the Wilmington-Stoneham game. Coming up tonight. Davis back to the point. He'll get it in the corner. Deflected away, and Bourne looked to clear. They do so, and another good hit. Davis gets to it on the back end here, up. Whalers 2-on-2. Edwards streaks ahead. His shot was deflected wide. He scored one in the game against the Lions from the deep slot. 3 minutes to play, tipped away at mid-ice. Bourne just looking to gain the zone here. We'll see how long Palmborg stays in the net. O'Keefe, cross ice, wide open, lots of space. Jenkinson comes in. He'll skate around the net. The stripe gets in the way, but the Whalers remain in possession. O'Keefe gets blasted in the slot. Edwards plays it off as Culkins dumps it. 2:30 left. Jenkinson gets to it. Can Jenkinson against two Bourne players, little high stick, no call. Davis will dump it in. Scoots it up, Culkins has to retreat. Stays on side. 2:10 to play, cross ice intercepted. Jenkinson circles back. A little keep away here for the Whalers as Bourne can't score if they don't have the puck. Freeman in the corner, plays it along the boards. Down to a minute 50. Strony lifts one on Palmborg. A line change with a minute 30 to go. Freeman advances in. Culkins reverse skates in front, deflected, still loose, backhanded attempt. Stolen away, get back. 2-on-1. Culkins able to get there, and a great defensive positioning by Jeremy Jenkinson to ward off the attack. Down to a minute 15 to play, cleared out of the zone. Whalers with the lead. Lifted high, bounds in front, Strony gets to it. Down to a minute to play. Empty net in front. Kelly, shot, save. 6-on-5, save, Griffin, stop. 48 seconds to go. Timeout called by Bourne. We're keeping it right here, Charles, forget it. Let's circle this one up and have a look at our incredible crowd here at the Bog. It will be the final home game for the Whalers. It'll be off to a neutral site. If we can hang on to the lead here for the final 48 seconds, it'll be an empty net when we come out of the timeout for Bourne. 6-on-5. After Ryan Davis gave the Whalers the lead. 3-2, they've scored twice here in the period. Again, they will play the winner of the Wilmington-Stoneham matchup later on this evening. The Vineyard, the only other game today, and they are losing 5. They were losing 5-2 entering the third period. See if maybe Charles can pull up the score there. What an atmosphere here at the Bog. Again, seniors abound on both teams. 5 seniors for the Bourne Canalmen, 4 seniors playing for the Whalers. As the faithful here let them know it, 48 seconds away from advancing to the Elite 8 for the 3rd year in a row. Back to the point, dumped into the corner. Davis is there. He'll circle it back behind the net. Back to the point once again. Lifted in. Scrum in front. Starr with an incredible save. 30 seconds to play. Back to the point once again. Lifted high over the net. Leaks behind the net. 20 seconds. A penalty has to be called there. In front, off the boards. Nobody home for Canalmen. 8. It'll be icing at 9 seconds to go. The Canalmen got away with a cross check in the corner. .1 on the clock. Whalers win the draw. Circles back around to the point. Kept in, off the blue line. 2-1. That'll do it, baby. The clock expires. Griffin Starr saves the day. Ryan Davis with the game winner. Enjoy it, Whalers Nation. What a win. Gotta tip your cap to the Bourne Canalmen. They came in here and fought real hard. Had a 2-1 lead coming into the third. Just couldn't hang on as the Whalers put up 2 goals in the period, and Griffin Starr held it up. We'll let you know where they're going. It'll be Thursday. That's that part we do know. We'll see where they end up and who they end up playing. It's the winner of Wilmington and Stoneham. The Vineyard's getting dumped. They're down 6-3 in the third, so that league team will be out of here. A huge thanks to all of our Nantucket community supporters, business supporters for your donations. Obviously, your support is the reason we're able to do this, and I'm able to lose my voice once again here in the playoffs. An electric atmosphere at the Bog as the Whalers let their faithful know it. The final time skating for the seniors here on home ice. I'm also very lucky to be surrounded by a bunch of people that are smarter than I am. Sean Davis on lead camera, unbelievable. He is just amazing at capturing sports. I could not thank him enough for his commitment to what we're doing. Charles Douglas, of course, our production director, IT master. I think wizard might be in his job description as well. The brains behind the ops, Jackie V, for making us look as cool as we can on the medias. And of course, our student volunteers. Olivia, Colby, and Emil have helped us out tremendously getting this thing going. Our fearless leader at NCTV, Lisa Getter, and the board at NCTV for believing in what we're doing. I think we've proved everybody that this is worthy of our cause. And of course, the athletic director, Travis Lombardi, and his department, including the coaches, players, and families of Nantucket Whalers Nation. Man, it has been an incredible ride. We're gonna see if we can keep it going here. We might sneak one more in. Woo! Obviously, we've got plenty to look forward to here in the spring as well. We've got boys and girls lacrosse once again loaded up with good players. Maybe going to try and sneak a few baseball games in on the calendar. We'll still see if that can happen. Of course, you can help make that happen by donating to our cause. Other than that, it's a wrap, kids. What a great game. Whalers win 3-2 on to the Elite Eight. Have a great night, Whalers Nation.
The Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank its founding sponsor, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, whose mission is to promote the positive development and enrichment of Nantucket's children. For more information on the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, go to nantucketgolfclub.com. Support for the NSC provided in part by Myrick O'Connell, attorney at law, providing legal services for Massachusetts residents for over a century. Learn more at myrickoconnell.com.
This is how we like to do it.
Today's special presentation of the Nantucket Whalers MIAA State Tournament game is brought to you in part by Bartlett's Farm, your local source for farm-grown produce and specialty prepared foods. Bartlett's Farm is a huge Whalers Nation supporter, serving Nantucket for over 175 years. Bartlett's Farm, who's your farmer?
Thanks to Marine Home Center for supporting the Nantucket Sports Connection. Marine is celebrating its 80th anniversary and is your on-island source for products to build, decorate, and live. For more information, visit marinehomecenter.com.
This is how we like to do it.
Today's special presentation of the Nantucket Whalers MIAA State Tournament game is brought to you in part by Fairgrounds Restaurant and Pudley's Pub. Proud supporters of Whalers athletics on the NSC and NCTV, open year-round, serving Nantucket for nearly 30 years. Fairgrounds Restaurant and Pudley's Pub, a Nantucket tradition. NCTV and the Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank our Nantucket business sponsors for their support of today's Whalers broadcast.